Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Adrian Montgomery over at ERP VAR. We're going to be talking about a pre-Acumatica Summit meet and greet today. And I'm so pleased to be joined by Nancy Phillippi over at Clients First, Caroline Rua at Starship, and we're going to be reviewing the summit agenda and recommendations that we've noted from past Acumatica Summits. So thank you again for taking time out to join us. And a couple of housekeeping notes. Before we get started, if you note on your webinar pane, there is a hand button, a question mark button right next to your name. If we would love this to be as open mic as possible and interactive as possible, because we know that many of you out there have been to Acumatica Summits in the past. And if you have any feedback or any useful tips, we'd love to hear from you. I know that many of you are exhibitors at Acumatica Summit and you know the ropes. This isn't your first rodeo, as they say. And if you look over in the chat box on your webinar pane, you'll see that there's a chat window. I have a link here that if you guys want to follow along with the presentation, you can click into this link. It is the Summit app, the official Summit app for Acumatica Summit, where you can register for sessions, create your calendar, you can invite people to meet you. It's a great app. I've reviewed it and it's extremely intuitive. So I encourage you to go ahead and click on that link in the chat area of the webinar, and that'll open up a window where it's going to ask you for the password for the event. The password for the event is AC2020. So go ahead and indicate that password in there. And then what you'll receive is a text message on your cell phone, and you will also receive an email with a code. And so you just put that code in when you're prompted for that code, and then it'll open up the app for you. So I'm just going to give you all a second to do that so you can follow along in the presentation and make sure that you sign up for all the topics that you're interested in. We're not going to go into the vertical areas so much in this webinar because we know that the audience here is diverse here today, but we will go over the most recommended items that would apply to everybody. And then just a little bit about me. I have been in the ERP software industry for over 20 years. And right now I'm a managing partner over at ERP VAR. So what we do is help VARs and ISVs grow their business. And we're also joined by Caroline. And Caroline, I'm going to go ahead and let you talk about yourself a little bit. You have so many years in this business as an ISV. And so wondered if you could just elaborate a little bit about your role over at V Technologies and your goals with the partners and all that good stuff.
Yep, definitely. Thanks, Adrian. Well, I met Adrian way back when she was with Sage Software. We've been working together, throughout since then. I've been working with V Technologies for the past 20 plus years, and pretty much kind of grew up in the industry. The ISV industry, the ERP industry. So I've done a lot along the way, had great success with Adrian's team, trying to grow, our ISV business here, and work with several different ERP verticals, recently Acumatica within the past 3 or 4 years. So really looking just to network at the Acumatica Summit this year, continuing to meet, our growing list of customers. So it's always nice to see them face to face at these events. And then, of course, kicking back and enjoying some time with old friends at Summit at the various events that happen post-Summit or pre. So looking forward to seeing everybody there.
Thank you for that. And then we're also joined by Nancy Phillippi over at Clients First. She's been in the business for as long as we've been, and as long as I can remember. So, Nancy, could you just talk a little bit about yourself and what you're looking to accomplish at Summit?
Yeah, as well, I've worked with Caroline, years ago, I think when we were selling the Sage product at CIS. So, yes, I work in the Texas office for sales and marketing, and we are rolling out an add-on product. It's in the marketplace for Pro MRO, and I guess my goal of the summit is just to make sure that attendees understand, partners understand what Pro MRO is and what to do if you come across a customer in the maintenance, repair, and overhaul industry, and how, we can help you. We have recently closed an opportunity with Crestwood for one of their customers, and we're really excited about that. And yeah, networking is probably the key thing to do at Summit. Oftentimes I try not to sit with my group at lunch, etc., so that I can, get to know more people, and not just as, a growing ISV or a growing Acumatica partner, but, it doesn't hurt personally either.
And is your main goal to leave the attendees at the summit that you meet, Nancy, with a clear impression on your core competencies and where you like to focus and how you can help the VARs with your expertise? Do you think that's important for the VARs to come to Summit with an idea of exactly what kind of differentiates them, so that?
Oh yeah, of course. It's very important because, everybody runs across opportunities that they don't feel they're a fit for. We focus on MRO and manufacturing, and we also have a nonprofit module, but, when we start getting outside of our comfort zone, we don't necessarily like to work those opportunities because we don't have the expertise, and, we don't want the opportunity just to disappear for the Acumatica product.
That totally makes sense. And, it's good to help the other VARs with, what differentiates you as a VAR, I would imagine, and to kind of stand out from the crowd. And, that differentiation coming into Summit is key for, I think, a VAR, because there's, the attendees are mostly VARs and customers. So good to have that idea on what you want to leave the attendees with, what kind of impression of your core competencies as a partner. So thank you, Nancy, for joining us. And I just wanted to review just a couple items of the companies and the speakers. We're not going to get into a bunch of promotional information about our companies, but wanted to overview our companies a little bit so you could kind of get to know us as the panelists on the call. So ERP VAR works exclusively with VARs, value-added resellers, and ISVs like Caroline and Clients First as a value-added reseller. We help generate inbound leads and sales opportunities. So we also train our value-added resellers and ISVs on HubSpot content management software that helps you with inbound marketing. We implement and train the entire system, and we help you leverage your inbound marketing through our Community Village Approach website, which is erpvar.com. So what we do is we help you push content out, expert material in front of your targeted markets where they can learn about how you can help them solve specific problems in the industries that you have core competencies. So right now we have an Acumatica Summit special that I wanted to throw out there. The first 10 partners who engage ERP VAR before the end of Acumatica Summit will receive our bronze plan, and that's a $6,000 value at a 50% discount, and it includes an Acumatica partner directory listing, 6 custom vertical industry blogs that we create for you, that we push out to over 1,183 Acumatica blog subscribers each time we create the blog. And then you have the access to our blog, our guest blog, where you can publish unlimited Acumatica related blogs as well on your own. We're just requiring that we create 6 custom blogs because what we found in the past is partners lose sight and don't have the resources to actually get content created in a way that is optimized for search engines. So we're requiring our partners to retain our expertise to create those custom vertical blogs. And then you're, of course, welcome to publish as many blogs as you have on our site that is unique content. We also help you with your website, and we offer a grade report with recommendations. And we build topic pillars based on exactly who you're trying to pursue. And we offer you contacts in our HubSpot database up to a 50-mile radius around your headquarter locations, and automated workflow notifications for emails coming to you. That includes the industry of the prospect, how many employees the prospect has, first, last name, email, so all kinds of qualification attributes that that particular contact has in your IP headquarter area. We assign those prospects to you. We also create an optimized press release that injects all of our content with search engine optimization. So if you're interested in learning more about that program, just go to erpvar.com and navigate to the services tab. And then, Caroline, I'm going to go ahead and let you talk a little bit about Starship and how you're exhibiting over at Summit.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, we are going to be at booth number 27. We'll be talking about the Starship integrated shipping app that works directly with Acumatica. It's certified. We just got to finish our certification with Acumatica, so that's all good. We'll be also highlighting some new features that we have with our integration to Acumatica. We're integrating into the package and item level information on the shipment level. Also going to provide our customers with rate quoting from sales order to give you the ability to see freight charges across carriers and modes. So we do support both small package and LTL, and be able to kind of quote things out using your integrated or discounted rates with the various carriers. So we connect directly to them using your or the customer's carrier accounts. And you know, discussing how else we can help customers ship more efficiently by connecting to Acumatica, and also on the customer service side, helping your customer service employees trying to, you know, get that information, shipment information out to the customers quickly and with as much information as we can provide to them. So yeah, it'll be me and Matt St. John. He'll be out there the entire time, as well as Simon Volta. He's our director of sales. He'll be out there for a little while too. So hopefully we'll see everybody out there.
Thank you for that. And Nancy, could you talk a little bit about your exhibit over there at Summit and what you guys are looking to accomplish?
Well, yeah, we're in booth 23, I believe. You may know more about that than I do, Adrian. We have recently hired ERPVAR to help us with getting this ISV off the ground with some marketing, and we are our booth is going to be focused around our Pro MRO module, which is maintenance, repair, and overhaul. So basically, heavy equipment companies that it's not field service. They're not sending people out to do repair work. It's internal repair work, and usually it's airplanes. They can do upgrades on planes. A lot of our customer targets do that, or they're doing repair work on aircraft and even heavy equipment. One of the opportunities we've recently closed is for turbines. They work in repair in turbines. So, you know, there's kind of it's a very niche market, but it's surprisingly the products that are available are old legacy, and they're very expensive. So we're very pleased with our solution, and it is completely embedded within Acumatica. So, and then we also have a nonprofit solution I don't know as much about, but Jean McClellan will be at Summit, along with, I think, half our company or half our location will be there. Our complete Acumatica team, I think, is going to be attending. So look for us. We'll have on ugly gray, no, I shouldn't say that, gray shirts, gray sweater. I didn't design them, okay. But so anyway, we look forward to seeing everybody there. Thanks.
Thank you, Nancy, for that. And then so in the beginning, we talked about how to download the app, and I've had a couple questions. So just want to remind everyone, in case you arrived late or didn't hear, in the chat area of the webinar, there is the link to download the app. And then once you download the app, then they're going to ask for a password, which is lowercase AC 2020. And then you'll be texted on your phone a code, and then you'll also be emailed, and you'll get right into that app, and then you can see all the sessions that are available that you can check into, and then also keep track of your calendar. You can also message other attendees and try to get meetings with whomever you feel appropriate. So recommend you taking a look at that and really studying it.
Adrian, I mean, while you were opening up the webinar, I went to Google Play and didn't see the app. So that may be what's happening to people, because I'm not able to find it on, just Google Play Store. And usually that's where we get this stuff, isn't it?
Well, if you look at
did you search for Acumatica?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing. It's like event.
Yeah. Nancy, if you look at the chat in the webinar pane, like the little drop-down chat, I have a link, and if you click on that link and you go out to Chrome or browser, you'll see how you can log in, and then you just put in any browser will do it.
And then follow directions.
I know you want to do it on a mobile device because it tells you to do it, but it's easy just to do it on a browser too.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, and then so I wanted to let Caroline talk about this, because this is a recommended session that we agreed would be great for all attendees to go to. And Caroline, you at Starship have sponsored a number of these user groups, so wondered if we could just get your summary of the advantages of this meet and greet.
Yeah, so I think this is a great opportunity, because this Acumatica user group is now a conglomeration of 4 different user groups across the country who have kind of come together to provide one place for users to meet up. Also, usually ISVs are kind of intermingled there, so that customers can speak to each other about what's working for them, and with Acumatica, what third-party solutions they may be using, any kinds of hurdles that they have to kind of get over in order to most efficiently use the solution. But the nice thing is that you can collaborate with peers to learn about what other people are utilizing to make their companies more efficient. And it's just a good opportunity to kind of mingle and see other solutions that you might be able to take advantage of to kind of kickstart your Acumatica solution, and work with the various ISVs, speak to them kind of one-on-one. I think it's a little more intimate setting than what you'll see during the show with Marketplace. So it does give you an opportunity to really, get in there and kind of have a one-to-one meeting, maybe with an ISV solution in conjunction with a current user, and you can kind of speak and talk through your challenges and maybe come up with a solution that might work for you. So it's a great opportunity to kind of just get together and collaborate and network with others, mainly users, but like I said, there's partners and ISVs that will be there as well. I think that is actually running up maybe in conjunction to another mixer, should I say, that Acumatica is putting on. Adrian, maybe you have some more information on that, but you should definitely stop in at some point between 2 and 4 to check that out. And I think we might have additional information up on our blog about the user group, or probably in social media, but definitely we'll put that as a follow-up to you guys to give you a link where you can get additional information and sign up to attend.
And that other competing session is a cocktail mixer. So they'll be teaching you how to make your favorite cocktails. It's a cocktail mixer. So you can't have too many cocktails before you come to this, right? But so you know that's running in at the same time frame as this. So we're recommending to come to this, but maybe you can hit that cocktail mixer for maybe 30 minutes before or after you come to this and just see what this is all about. And so here is a opportunity for y'all, for all of the attendees. And I'm looking at my webinar pane here, and I just wanted to invite the attendees once again. If you look right next to your name on the webinar pane, you'll see a hand and a question mark button. And I recognize a couple of these ISVs out there in the audience. And I just wanted to invite everyone, even if you're not on this Acuconnect list here, to go ahead and raise your hand if you feel comfortable and you want to speak out about what you'll be presenting and showcasing at Summit. We invite everyone and as much collaboration as we can with the audience here, and just to make this as much interactive as possible. So if you raise your hand, I will unmute your line and we can speak. Or you can go ahead and feel free to click on that question mark button and key in the dialog box, and I'll read out the information that you have if you're exhibiting here at Summit and you don't see yourself listed, or if you're an attendee and you have a question or you have some feedback you'd like to elaborate on. We just invite as much collaboration as possible. But this is the Acuconnect Summit Passport. You will receive this card at any of these booths at the show. So in the welcome reception, we encourage you to visit any of these booths, pick up a Summit Passport, and there's 16 participants, booth exhibitors participating in this event. And if you collect a stamp from all of these booths, at the end of the summit, you will have a chance to win $2,500. So we invite you to click up to visit any of these booths and pick up one of those passports and see if you can win the $2,500. But a little bit about all these booths. Alltech is a document imaging solution. So if you have any needs for document imaging or document management, we encourage you to visit Alltech. They're a very experienced organization. They've been out there for years. They have integrations with GP, Sage, Epicor, so lots of experience. APS Payments is a credit card processing integrated payments provider with Acumatica, and they have level 3 credit card processing where they can get the best rates on business-to-business transactions. So I encourage you to visit them to learn a little bit more about their solution. Artsil is a solution to help you digitally transform order processing, manufacturing, and labor tracking. All kinds of data can be extracted by email, telephone, website, fax, or EDI. So all of that's automated and comes right into Acumatica and organized properly to help you automate your business processes. And Crestwood Associates is a large Acumatica partner. They're a gold certified partner. They won the President's Club Award. They're a 2-time Acumatica Partner of the Year winner in 2016, 2017. And they have a number of add-on products that they've developed for customers in industries that have unique needs. So if you want to learn a little bit more about products that they've developed, we encourage you to visit their booth. Avalara is pretty well known out there. They do sales tax automation. They automatically calculate sales tax on the sales order and invoice and adhere to all the sales tax best practices. So if you're audited, you have that automated backup information. And DataSelf is a business intelligence tool, and it helps you connect decision makers with their data quickly, efficiently. And then Orbis is a route processing solution, and it's developed by DSD, another large partner that's been in the industry for years, and they've developed this add-on product for route processing, route accounting and planning. And NetStock, I see that we have on the webinar with us. They provide businesses with inventory management and replenishment for on-demand planning. And so they connect directly with Acumatica in the cloud. So anyone with inventory, we encourage to visit NetStock, ResGraph over at NetStock. Paramount Workplace is a requisition management, AP automation solution. So if you have spend management needs, we recommend you visit them. Focus Software is a industry matched data analytics solution. They make it easy for manufacturers and distributors, retail businesses to drill down on summaries into the underlying data. Rockton Software does pricing automation, and Skynamo is a field sales app for Acumatica that gives sales teams information stored in Acumatica right in the field, such as product pricing and customer information. And Starship, we've heard about. True Commerce is EDI. YayPay is accounts receivable. Did I miss anyone? ERP VAR, you already heard. I think I got to everybody here. And then Nancy's going to be exhibiting in 23. So we encourage you to visit her to learn more about the Pro MRO solution for aviation and equipment maintenance. And Caroline, you're right here in 27. And I'm way here in the back. So don't forget about me.
We're going to be yelling at you across the floor. One thing that I'd like to just mention, using the app to find, the solutions that you want to speak to, and you can make a little note to yourself within the app just to remind yourself like where you want to go. Definitely you probably want to at least touch all of these guys. If you have the Summit Passport, obviously it gives you that nice little map there so you can reach out to each of these solutions to learn more. And then the other thing I wanted to mention that's kind of important about the Summit Passport is the drawing. So a lot of times in the midst of all the chaos of marketplace, people kind of forget they want the 2,500, then they kind of forget like when it is that we have to meet up and where. So the drawing will be at the APS Payments booth, and it'll be at 12:30 Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday, the 28th. So you should definitely, when you complete the pass, just give it to any of the solutions on the marketplace map there, and then we'll include your drawing in the bowl that we grabbed from the APS Payments booth. So just a small thing there. And APS Payments, I think, is at 10. They're like right when you first walk in. I think that you'll be walking in and they'll be hitting you in the face there. So hopefully you'll see Patty and her team over there. Yep, there they are.
And then I do have a question from Jesse over at Fraction. Thank you, Jesse, so much for your question. You were looking to participate in the passport. So I will do a personal introduction to you with Liz over at APS Payments. That's who is organizing all of this and heading up this effort with AccuConnect. And we'll see if we can get you involved in regard to this passport. And if you can, answer what booth you're in, and I will make that announcement if you guys are exhibiting. And to move along here, here's a couple more recommendations for you in the audience. This is the Summit After Dark. It's at the Barbership Cuts and Cocktails inside the Cosmopolitan. And it's from 8 p.m. to 11:59 or 12 a.m. the next morning on Sunday. And this is always a fun event. Everyone gets together, free drinks, and kind of kicks off the summit, the first night of Summit, where everybody gets together. And I always meet new people at these parties, so I highly recommend going. I will be there. I'm not going to get there until 10, but I will be there. Caroline, I don't think you're going to be there until Monday morning.
Sunday. Yeah,
you're always fun
Monday,
to go to.
So I'm going to miss this party. I always love this party. But there's a lot of good solutions here, APS Payments, Paya, and SWK, a partner that also, has a lot of we have a lot of mutual customers with them, and Avalera, obviously big tax solution. So it's definitely going to be good. So if you can make it, I would highly recommend.
Perfect. And then Nancy, when are you
That's like
in?
right after the welcome reception, right?
Yes.
I'm coming in Friday night. Actually, Friday afternoon. I'm coming in Friday afternoon. I have a few things planned.
I bet.
Not
I hope to
not
see
Summit.
You here.
Pardon?
Oh, okay. I hope to see you here.
Oh yeah, of course you will.
At this Summit After Dark. Be my partner in crime. Okay, so this is always a good recommendation. The day one keynote gives you an overview of Acumatica, the changes in store for Acumatica. Jessica is so knowledgeable about the ins and outs of Acumatica and the functionality. She's done several webinars with her. She's amazing.
Yeah.
So she'll be a speaker there. Caroline, I know that you are always on time for the keynote, which always impresses me. So would you have any insight that you might be able to provide us?
No, I just think that all the keynotes there's usually something that you will learn at each one of them. It's awesome to be able to see Jessica and the team demo the products and really look to see what's coming out, in the releases. So just highly recommend going to those.
And
I actually probably will not make that 8:30 keynote, so if you take notes for me, that would be good.
Perfect.
But usually they also, the other cool thing, the other cool thing with the keynotes, I think, is if you are registered for them, they send you out an email, with the synopsis of that day with the various links so that you can go back and review them at your leisure. So that's always cool too.
And then here's the partner general session. Sean Chatterjee will review the partner program and review the new ins and outs of the partner program with Jeff Ashley. And they'll talk about sales objectives and all the overview information as it applies to the partners. And then here's a good one that I wanted to recommend and point out that's been being given by Donna Krizik. She manages partner marketing and programs, and many of you probably, if not all of you who are partners out there, know her. So she is going to be talking about the Sociable media contest and the Sociable tool, and she's going to be talking about what's to come in partner programs and joint marketing funds and all the things where you can jump in with all the other partners to leverage each other to get more Acumatica sales. So all those opportunities. She'll be talking about the Sociable and the Sociable trees and how you can join in with the Sociable social media messages and contests that help you become aware of all the news instantaneously that Acumatica might have and join in on spreading the news with the Sociable app. And then Todd Wells, he's new to Acumatica as of last year. He's a Chief Marketing Officer, so it'll be great to hear his insight and his wealth of expertise as well. And this is the Partner Program 2020, taking it to the next level. So Jeff Ashley, I'm sure many of you partners, if not all, also know Jeff, Director of Partner Marketing. Actually, he's a Vice President of Partner Marketing. I have the slide wrong, but of Partner Programs. So he will be discussing the changes to the 2020 Partner Framework, and as well as other important issues, programs, requirements that will be addressed with different partners and opportunities that partners will have this year. And it's really for practice owners, executives, and salespeople. And we recommend joining in on this AccuConnect community. It's a place where you can grow your business by getting involved in like this village approach. So right now they have over 100 members that are Acumatica partners, ISVs, where you share your insight, much like ERPVAR.com, in their blog and your events that you might be having together on their scheduling application inside their website. You can display your events that you're having for Acumatica. It's a way to get your content in front of more eyeballs because it's, more people are looking because it's, the engagement of the community. So we recommend that you join this session as well. Liz Anderson will be heading it up, and she's the VP of Marketing over at ATS Payments. And then the day 2 keynote's always good to go to. You'll learn about the different add-ons on Acumatica and highlighted add-ons for Acumatica that's really differentiating Acumatica. So this is an engaging session. And then Caroline, did you have anything about the day 2 keynote that you wanted to add?
No, I think, it's pretty self-explanatory. Well, I never really know what you're going to see completely there, so it's always good to, again, just attend, try to get out early to see what they have to say. I think they're always worthwhile.
I think it's always good when you see Jessica as a presenter, you know that you probably want to attend because she'll be showcasing like the new stuff that is engaging the audience and helping convert sales over to Acumatica from a point of differentiation. So if you see her name,
totally.
You might want to definitely attend. Not that, she's just partner facing and customer facing, and she knows she's heard the problems that customers have, and she's able to articulate the solution and how the solution addresses those problems for the customer in a very visual way. And then here's all our contact information. Should you have any questions, we did record this webinar. We will be sending out the recording in an email, follow-up email. There's a couple resources we'd like to send you, like, side things to do in Vegas. There's a few exhibits we'd like to highlight in case you have your family coming. There's a couple things, to note. There's the Titanic exhibit over at the Luxor. There's the Bones exhibit at the Luxor, and there's, all kinds of recreational things that are fun to do in Vegas aside from the casinos. And then I also wanted to point out, Jessie has provided her booth number, Fraction. They do spend management. They automate AP automation inside Acumatica, and they are in booth 71. Thank you, Jessie, for that. She had added that in the note. So, Caroline, Nancy, did you have any closing remarks that I might have left out or that you're thinking of that you might want to?
Did you go over to go over the Tuesday morning events. Those are always fun too. It's kind of one of those differentiators that Acumatica does, where they do the morning fun run, which is just a 5K, where you can meet in the hotel lobby and sign up for that, or they have yoga. I think that might be full, but that's something to do on Tuesday morning to kind of get out in the morning right before the day 2 keynote and get you ready to go. And the other thing that I think is kind of cool is the Women in Technology Luncheon, which is also going to be on Tuesday. So that's another, I'm going to try to get to that one. Should be interesting to hear the Women in Technology kind of fireside chat that they're going to have there with various presenters. So that's a couple things to do on Tuesday that are not necessarily Acumatica product related, but cool additions that you can do from just sign up through the Acumatica app and register for those things. And then also Connie Sherman has a couple of really cool blogs out there. She does an interesting one on things to bring, and I think she has this knack for shopping and what to wear kind of deal. So I'm always scared to see her. She'll give you the eye, like, why are you wearing that? But she had an interesting blog on that. And also, I guess maybe she was, at the hotel when they were looking at it, the Cosmo, when they were looking at it as a venue, and Acumatica was. So she had some interesting things to say about where to, like, good coffee shops, good places to eat, maybe get cocktails. Blowout bar. So we'll include her links to her blog, which I thought were interesting as a side note for the Acumatica side of things.
It is
so
a beautiful hotel
and ready to go for Summit.
It is a beautiful hotel. I've stayed there several years ago, probably 2 or 3 years ago. It's a nice place. The casino wasn't so lucky though. Hopefully that's changed. And as far as what to wear, I would just make sure that you're comfortable. That's the most important thing. Just be comfortable so you can walk.
Oh, you're so good, Nancy.
Be comfortable, but watch out for Connie. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to look real quick. I did want to see if the audience did want to answer this poll. I do have a poll I'm going to launch here. So if you could just let us know if you're interested in any of that. And I do see a hand raised. I didn't see that before. Let me look. Let's see who's raised. Russ, I'm going to unmute your line. Hello, Russ. Can you hear me? Can we hear you?
Yep. How you doing?
Hey, Russ. What's that stuff? Thank you so much for being brave and raising your hand.
Hi, Caroline. Sure. Yeah. The other thing I was going to mention, a half hour ago, but now I'm glad you finally found me. Was that you mentioned us on the passport and one of the other things we're doing, and you gave us a good blurb on what NetStock's all about, so I won't enhance that. But we also like to go to market and have conversations with customers that are a little bit broader than just our demand planning replenishment specific solutions. So we actually have an ebook that we're doing this year jointly with Starship and with True Commerce, 2 fellow founding AccuConnect members. And then a 4th participant is Fusion WMS. And so between a warehouse management solution, the NetStock replenishment, the Starship shipping, and the True Commerce EDI and other related network connectivity, it kind of has a broader supply chain conversation that we're bringing to the table. So the 4 of us have worked jointly together to produce that ebook. We'll have a hard copy actually on everybody's booth of those 4 participants, as well as a digital version will be available. So I just wanted to mention that for folks to watch for that.
Thank you for that, Russ. Okay, well, everybody, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. We know it's hard to come by, and we do have some time to spare to leave you with, and we look forward to seeing you all at Summit. I'm going to go ahead and check on this poll here and see. We do have 28% of you who voted, so if we could get a few more of you to vote, that would be great. And 41%. I see everybody dropping off.
Thanks, guys. Nice job.
Higher. But this is fun. I love doing this stuff. So, and I can't wait to meet everybody. I'm so excited for Summit. So thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Caroline and Russ for chiming in.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Thanks, ladies. Thanks, Russ. We'll see you there.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.